talking nonsense!
But did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're paying too much for your protection. Are you scared of something?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working with your father to thank for that. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell. Is there something else you need?
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen? Yes.
Let's talk about your...
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław?
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove, especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
You didn't need the power to send the golem after my father. Old Sofer did it at your request.
And do you know what for?
You hated him when you quit working for him, and you still hate him. Hate is a powerful emotion. It can lead to vengefulness.
I wager you don't have a blind clue what you're talking about.
What kind of justice is it when children suffer for their father's sins? You started it, so you'll help me finish it. No one innocent needs to suffer anymore.
Miss Ligia. It's true. What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes, let's go.
We'll stop to get Feldman. He should see this too.
So,
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. I wanted his father to suffer. Maybe I wished death on him.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger. And in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
this place won't tell me anymore.
And what have you learned?
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door that got...
And no one saw anything. How is that?
Is that your worry, Rabbi?
The clay formed a shell that soft...
Sofer told me to bring clay. Sticky. And I could feel the clay absorbing my anger, as if my rage was making it take shape.
Hours? That...
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse? These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofer.
A thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
There's only one name that comes to mind, but...
Ariel Roffe. A good-for-nothing, vengeful, godless scamp.
Strong words from your lips.
Oh,
Do you know one another?
you could say that. I'll track him down.
There is just one thing I'd really like to know, mister. Standing where you are now, what do you think about your father's responsibility in all this?
As I see it, the punishment you inflicted on my father is out of proportion to his guilt.
Meaning?
Neither my sister nor I had anything to do with our father's decisions. Justice would be if everyone paid the price for their own actions.
How much anger must a person hold inside to do something like this? Revenge isn't justice. Who are you or Sofer to decide who deserves what punishment? All right, I think it's time for us to go. Let's get Mr. Shulsky away from here.
Mr. Shulsky, I would like this to be I tell you from my heart, anger and pride are poor advisors.
Shall we?
Let's get out of here. Quiet this time.
Bored? Then go ask that uniform what he's doing here. Or tell him to skidoo.
Hey, fancy pants! Fuck off!
Hang on. You lost, officer?
Hang on! That's the mama's boy of Śródmieście.
I'm looking for Ariel Roffe.
Maybe he had a reason to make it so hard.
Mr. Roffe didn't mention nobody was gonna be looking for him. How about first your proof you're the son of Sudmeshcher? You wanna try your luck, sonny?
Waste of time. I'm out of here.
Now it's too late. Now we're gonna beat the shit out of one another.
But under one condition. If I win, you tell me where I can find Ariel.
If I win, I'll be happy enough.
Hang on! That's enough!
You're the son of a bitch of Sudmeshcher.
Thank you. Now, would anyone be so kind as to point me in the direction of Mr. Ariel Roffe?
Take a look at Ruzhitsky Bazaar. He's got this sorta Geschäft there.
Thanks. They're right to call this place the dungeon. That wasn't too hard.
Where do you think you're going, pretty boy?
I'm looking for someone. They say he's got a business.
Do the smart thing and hit. Go on.
I'm looking for Ariel Roffe. You'll attract more attention with that shout.
Buzz on for I get my club. You are not gonna tell me how to do my job, you flibbit and raggedy son. Beat it.
I swear, I know this is Ariel's hideout.
Know how to read? It says butcher's shop.
Sure, it's extra kosher, because there's no meat at all in there. Come on, every bum at Ruzhitz reeks of booze from this place.
And when they come here, I'll tell them to fuck off.
But I know Ariel's got his hideout here. I even know which copper's hands he greases.
I don't know about no bribes, you
Provocateur?
fuck up.
Please, I just...
Ogres, how come he's still standing here mouthing off at you?
It's me, Victor.
Shulsky, I remember. Fuck off.
So, should I give him what for, boss?
Do what you want.
Ariel, come on. Let's talk, please.
But Ogras, maybe don't take on the son of Shrut Miestya on your own, yeah?
I'll call you a priest if you want.
All right, leave him be.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Shulsky. Let's get out of sight. But if anything starts shaking, I'll shoot you. Don't stare. That way.
This whole butcher's...
Sit down. Tell me why you're bothering me, and how exactly did you find me?
I've got a certain problem, and I'd like to get rid of it quickly.
Is it made of clay and weighs 2 tons when it shows up? So you got sick of running back and forth across Kervich Bridge?
I'm not going to pretend I understand.
Golems aren't great at swimming, remember? Since it's following you, going across a bridge would force it to. Forget it. I can see why you can't deal with it on your own.
I need the knowledge of a Kabbalist. Your knowledge.
I think I have at least a few reasons to say no, don't I? The main one is the death of my business partner and best friend.
My sympathies about Javier. Really, he didn't deserve it. But I didn't deserve a golem either.
A faithful friend and a quick healer. What am I supposed to do with your sympathies?
I don't have time, Ariel. We both know that only you can help me. You can keep tormenting me, but are you going to tell me something or not?
I can torment you and tell you. A golem is a salutor like any other, but housed in a physical form. But you attract it and bind it in the same way.
So you need to discern the flaw of the person it's following and then defeat it.
Well done. The difference being that it's following blood first and the flaw second. But first, you have to deprive the golem of its physical body, the shell in which the salutor is housed. You also need to know where the ritual was conducted, because that's the only place you can do it. Good luck.
So, apart from my
Initial. So how many have you got?
I meant the one and only flaw that reveals itself.
And what salutor latched onto it? The Golden Duck of Warsaw?
Very funny. I know the place the golem was summoned. The basement of Nozick Synagogue.
So, Sofer managed to do it?
How can I get rid of that clay shell it has?
You can't. For that you need a Kabbalist. Moi. I know the incantation for the Berur ritual.
What?
Instructions for reversing the evil eye, cleansing body and soul, and hiding from the unwanted, but why?
I'm guessing this will cost me something. Money? A favor? A further humiliation?
We'll see.
Thank you. So we're going into the basement of a synagogue, where you'll use Kabbalah to strip the golem of its physical. Then I'll bind it and free myself from its curse.
Not quite. The golem is mine.
Agreed. The golem will be yours.
You didn't say the magic words.
I hereby promise that the golem is yours, as long as you can handle it.
Way to go. Don't worry about the rest.
Hold on.
What?
If I lose my initial flaw, I'll lose contact with my initial salutor, right?
Could be yes, could be no. I don't know. Want to find out?
No.
Unless you've got a long line of relatives with flaws?
Just me.
Anything else?
Actually, I have a twin.
An unexpected development. Does she carry a flaw?
I don't know.
So find out. A toast? A very successful batch. We haven't shipped everything out yet.
This won't make me go blind, will it?
The risk is part of the fun.
I'll risk it.
Ready?
Let's get this over with.
Godspeed. Find that flaw of Ligia's.
Remember when you promised to show up for the lecture? It doesn't matter anymore.
I had a lot on my mind.
Well, yes. What brings you here?
We have to talk about the golem. I know how to stop it now.
You know what to do? Tell me.
Do you know what a flaw is?
Kind of, but Papa didn't tell me too much about his a bit.
A flaw is a hidden stamp that sometimes defines our behavior or even our lives. It's formed in the subconscious. It might be the memory of something tragic or shocking from the past. If you were to tell me the one thing in your life that matters most, what would it be?
Where's this coming from? My family. And you, too, of course. All right, I'm sorry. I'm putting you second. Work comes first. I want to work. Hard and honestly. And I want to be respected for it. Not have fingers pointed at me. And so it will be.
I don't doubt you've got that certain something inside you. I will. And thank you for opening up to me. And good luck.
Thank you.
I meant the people who stand in your way.
Thank you.
I think I already know what I wanted.
All right.
I need you. We must end it. Together.
You sound serious. What's going on?
Today, the curse placed on Father will lose its power. But we have to get going.
Hang on, hothead. Will you tell me something else?
Ariel Roffa is already waiting for us. He's the one leading this whole thing.
Do I know him?
I sincerely hope not. He's not a suitable companion for you.
Oh, now I'm dying of curiosity.
There's no time.
How exciting. I feel 10 years old again.
darling sister. Here, you clearly are of the same blood. We have nearly everything ready,
I don't think we've met.
Ariel Rother.
Mr. Rofe, this is everything I've been able to find.
Fine.
Oh, good evening, Mr. And you must be dear Ligia Shulska.
The mademoiselle looks pale. Do you feel all right, my lady?
Yes, sure.
Victor, I need a pound of flesh, and it's up to you whose body it comes from.
Victor, what's going on? What's he talking about?
To lure the golem, we need your mature flaw.
Am I the bait?
I could have phrased it better. The point is that only you with your flaw can lure the golem here.
Will I lose my flaw in the process?
Well, that's linked with aspirations, chasing something. Ambition, even to an excessive degree. And yes, you will lose it.
Fine. Get that flaw out of me.
Thank you for trusting me.
But him, I don't know about.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Enough chit-chat. Since everything's ready, let's get to work.
How do you get rid of the golem?
There's an old ritual. It's called the Beller. It's a sifting ritual. The incantation allows us to sift out. It also helps with cases of possession.
Good to know.
By the way, your father must have really gotten under Sophie's skin.
My father had that effect on people. Let's begin.
Don't mess this up.
I'll do my best.
Won't it come?
Patience.
Hashem, be merciful.
Have more faith, Feldman. More faith. Yit Kadash. Yit Kadash Shimiraba. Ready?
Yes.
I take her flaw, you get rid of the golem, and we're quits. Back in a moment.
Mr. Rofa, what?
She'll be fine. It's all over. You're both free.
Thank you. For my sake and Ligia's.
Not a problem.
Come on. We gotta take your sister home.
I'll call you a carriage.
What happened? How did I get here?
I wasn't supposed to tell you, but Rofe brought you.
Oh. Was he saying something?
Now we're safe from the curse of Satanisław. Rofe kept his word and stopped the golem from pursuing us.
So now it's going to serve him.
I kept my word. That was what we'd agreed.
Maybe you should have consulted me, huh? It was my flaw.
But you agreed to it.
I'm kidding. You should have seen your face. May I hear the details of your deal?
I'll tell you another time. I'm going now.
All right. I'll just stay here a little longer.
Hello.
I thought there'd be something to look at. Much ado about nothing.
Who are you? Last time, a different housekeeper came to greet me.
How about that? What? Don't you like us?
I do. It's a big change. A positive one.
There, see? He's not so bad. This is Maria.
And this is Magdalena. We've all been waiting for you.
I've come to see Rasputin.
We know.
It looks familiar, and yet different.
At last, the wait is over. Here he is. Sit down, Victor.
What's going on?
It's an express.
I didn't expect...
Patience. Have a seat, as I asked you.
I'll come back another time.
Have a seat, please. Support the weak. Be patient towards all men. The moment has finally come. Here too is my loyal friend, Victor Szulski. It's thanks to him that we are where we are. And we will be in the future, where we intend. My mind has long been flooded with bloody visions. In their scarlet color, the mists of the future are reflected. I see a great star falling to the blood-stained earth, and the force of its impact tears the roof from sacred temples, including the Orthodox Church of Saint Mary Magdalene, here in Praga. The earth swallows up the Iberian Gate. Kazan Cathedral stands underwater, and Notre Dame de Paris is consumed by... Our homeland will then be exhausted. There's a feeble spark of hope for us. It still flickers, though it...
No.
The heir to the throne, little Alexei Romanov, is ill.
What's troubling him?
Life is spilling out of him. The devil himself is tearing him apart from the inside.
Poor child.
Because now we know where the source of the danger is, and I can help him. I will heal the heir, just as I healed Victor, though he was bereft of hope. Isn't that true, friend?
It's true.
I still remember your eyes, resigned, pleading, and then so grateful.
If that's how you saw it.
I've helped you, just as you've helped us all. Thank you, friend.
You can count on me.
Admirable loyalty. Impressive.
You gave us a chance, and as God as my witness, I won't waste it. Healing the Tsarevich means healing something much greater. A future where each of us will receive, free from the afflictions of the body. Finally, in a future in which we can do anything but... to the Thaumaturge's health.
I'd rather not wake up to sights like that.
You didn't want Ligia to see you in such a state.
In that case, it could have been one of my best decisions.
Looking at the events of last night may be the only right one. Time to get up. Get yourself together, and we'll talk later.
Sleep is a waste of time.
There you are. Finally.
What really happened? My memory is failing me.
For those that sleep in the night are asleep, and those...
Unbelievable.
Remember, no matter what happens,
This whole farce, the thank yous, what's it all for?
intentions, that we become friends and help one another, and complement one another. I'm not hiding anything from...
This place looked different. The Nadarzinskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will, and...
All these people, you've gathered a colorful group.
we all... What have you found out about?
Enough about these people.
I'm at your service, Victor.
I'll leave you.
Go in him.
I had no idea about this place. I know this trace. Hello, sweet secret. I think that's everything now. So, besides father, there were two more. A candy lover and a coffee lover. Konieczkin must have had one of them in mind. Quit whining. Mr. Sweet Tooth is definitely suffer. He died before father, so he's not the one who took the grimoire. That's what I call you now. The doctor. Because you help rabbis and people the hospital is off limits to. Luckily, I know someone who matches the description. Maybe we'll find out what she needed that ammunition. Come on, we'll be careful. Time to get some donuts at Rodriguez. Is that Catton's staff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
Yes, one donut, please.
Even if I had any, I wouldn't recommend them.
But I heard I was supposed to order a donut. Here.
It's all right, Yannick. I know him. Trouble follows you wherever you go.
Well, that makes two of us. Can we speak in private?
If I must.
Don't move a muscle.
I've got déjà vu.
Silence.
Forgive our caution. Despite those delightful moments in the cell, I still don't trust you.
The ones who get out so quickly have friends in high places. What about you, Shulsky?
Meet Michal, and tell us, what do you actually want?
I've missed you.
Choose your words more carefully.
I've missed you too, in a certain sense.
Really?
Come on, lower the gun.
Can we get to the point? I promise I'll be nice.
You can leave us. Come, Victor. Tell me what brings you here.
I'm looking for a particular man. He's a doctor and a thaumaturge. He treats people with rather radical views.
Who do you mean? Us?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Diplomatic. I'm sorry. We don't betray our comrades to anyone who asks.
So you do know one another after all.
Who knows?
How about this? I won't ask for anything else, but please, pass something on to him from me.
Are you praying to an onion?
Hush. What should I pass on to this doctor? Not bad. Not bad at all. Adulthood is like an onion. The more you try to separate it out into its basic parts, the worse it stings and... Done.
What can you make out of that? Cough syrup?
Just pass it on to him. He'll know.
You're peculiar. Anything else?
What are you up to this e-
Is that an offer? Or are you just nosy?
It's an offer.
Tonight, I am overthrowing the patriarchy. Will you join me?
With pleasure. Just us and the sons of a crumbling tyranny would be the perfect date.
It's hard for me to deny that, but seriously, I have plans. And that's all I'm willing to say on the topic. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
So these are the famous suites. Underground combat. Are you from the PPS?
The friendly neighborhood girl threw you up?
I admit, it's a very effective cover.
Isn't it? What brings you to this sweet place?
You stole the Dutch pomade shipment?
We're famous. But I won't tell you where it is.
How exactly are you going to sub?
The PPS has extensive structures. We're part of the PPS.
Do you shoot as well?
Wanna find out?
Actually, I'll be off now.
If I get an answer from the doctor, I'll let you know.
Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
Just say when. I'll place the first torch.
We'll see each other there, then.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that thaumaturges are freaks.
Thank you, Wanda.
And now forgive me. I'm going to find some kindling for our next tete-a-tete. Besides, I'm supposed to be meeting Michał.
Give my best to your fiancé.
Thank you. I'll pass that on. See you.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
It's not like that. Don't let your imagination run away with you, Grażynka.
Oh, right.
Assalamu alaikum.
I'm not used to getting such a welcome from others. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite, in my view. One ought to introduce oneself first. Emir Bernakovich, Fulge. Are you alone?
What does that mean? I came alone.
Sure, alone with an Okhrana tail, but we'll worry about them later. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the fork.
The onion told me you have no bad intentions. How can I help you?
What is a Faude?
That's what we Tatars call thaumaturges. I'm a healer, a fortune teller, and a doctor.
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
I want the knowledge he might have written in it.
You're inexhaustible, like him.
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush. In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
I overheard something on a walk by the river.
Don't veil yourself.
The Grimoire. My patience is running short. Suffer is dead. You're the only one left. Give the Grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanisław used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
With a good word and a prayer.
I thought you weren't a believer. Do you trust him?
He hasn't betrayed my trust so far.
Is Rasputin a thaumaturge?
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Can we ever truly say we know another person?
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it.
Why are you straining like that, old man?
Forgive me. At my age, I have to hunt around for entertainment. I wanted to give you a try. You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one. Well, look at that. I might have underestimated you. Before we part, permit me to make a certain proposal. I want to rebuild the coterie with your participation.
Why do you want to resurrect it?
I'll tell you why you want this. Because there are ways of strengthening the potential of one thaumaturge using the potential of many. You'll soon learn. I trust that now you're intrigued.
It sounds tempting. I'll think it over.
That's enough for me for the time being. And now, permit me to tell your fortune. When you leave here, you'll trip over 2 Ochrana agents who follow you. I'm sure you can deal with them, and when you do, I suggest talking to the one who healed you. He has many secrets.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous, and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
If you please.
What can I do for you?
We'll be the ones asking the questions now.
Okay, we all know how this ends, right? I predict that we'll end up beating each other black and blue, so...
What a talented fortune teller.
What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia. Your father was a great man.
That's all that remains of his greatness.
Of course, to dust we return. But our glory can be inscribed for our descendants on... This is the formula for immort.
Continue.
Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France. Who are you, Victor?
I'm a thaumaturge.
I also think that it's our nature that defines us, and not the place where our mothers brought us into this.
And what natures do the people around you? You've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that I can help him.
I'd like to believe. I know that you're helping me, and I have a debt towards you, but I also have my doubts.
How can I dispel them?
It feels like you know things I haven't told you.
I can't be sure what you're telling me consciously and which ones only during our sessions.
It's hard to trust someone who goes into your head without you knowing what he does in there.
That didn't bother you before. You invited me in yourself, remember? You yourself opened your mind to me. I told you I hadn't investigated my power myself. It's a gift. I usually help those who believe. Do you believe now?
That's all.
See, I think I've dispelled all your doubts. Think what we can achieve, Victor, if you just come with me. Imagine that the thaumaturgical knowledge of the whole Russian Empire, as long as Alexei Romanov is healthy.
What will happen if I refuse?
I'll try without you, and I'm sure I won't succeed. I'll go down in everyone's memory as a charlatan, madman, and devil spawn. But I'll try nevertheless. Slander, calumny, and lies are a small price to pay to save the future. Of course, I'll have to focus harder on my mission than on you, and... Do you have a clear enough picture now to make your decision?
I'm with you.
Perfect. Now our journey is really beginning. Just remember, there's no turning back. Let's not waste time. Let's go pray. Ideally at the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Ready?
Yes, let's go at once.
Victor, it's about to start. Don't stare off to the side or you'll lose sight of the target.
What?
Since you're indisposed, permit me to lay out to you once again what I said on the way here. As you well know, we're in the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene.
Quiet there. You're not in a barn.
The Patriarch Kirill will soon begin an exorcism on a certain boy. Unlike Kirill, I really do want to heal a boy who is suffering. The people must understand that I am the truth.
Off to the market with you. Don't bother folks here.
Now I would like you to look around and determine how to prepare the miracle of healing. Go now.
What's my role in all this?
The church is a divine stage. What's your role in this? You're a thaumaturge. Help me do it.
I'll go take...
Go, but don't waste time.